What's going on, you guys? Theo here with the big review, back yet again with another King of Fighters All-Star video. And before we get into the summons, I just wanted to do a quick intro and do a couple things. First and foremost, thankfully, 2020 is down to its last day. It's on its last leg. For all of you who made it through it, congratulations. It has been a rough year for all of us for a million different reasons, and I just want to say thank you guys for making my 2020, at least the last month of it, that much better. I appreciate each and every single one of you for everything. This video would not be possible without you guys. This is a celebration video for 300 subscribers in our first month, and I am shocked that we are where we're at already, and I'm very excited for where we're going. So thank you guys so much. This couldn't happen without you, so thank you. The other thing I wanted to let you guys know is there will be a video tomorrow. Probably going to be a showcase of some sort, but wanted to make sure that I threw that out there, but there will be a video tomorrow. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to make sure that I threw that in here and thanked you guys, as well as told you all Happy New Year. So you guys enjoy the video. There will be a news roundup video coming after this one gets posted later in the day. But either way, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy. What's going on, you guys? Theo here with the big review, back yet again with another King of Fighters All-Star video, and today is a very special video because today we are actually going to be summoning and not doing a news roundup video. So if you all enjoy the content, make sure that you smash that like button and subscribe. And today we are going to be going into the Boss Syndrome banner. As promised yesterday, I posed a challenge to all of you to get me to 300 subscribers by New Year's, and we destroyed that. We're at 307 as of this morning. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna summon on this banner. I'm really excited for this. I'm super excited for this. I don't summon a ton because I like to save and then just go for pities and things of that nature. So this is going to be really fun. Now, what we're going to be doing here, I'll show you guys. Like I said, I did have a lot of gift cards from Christmas, thankfully. Ended up spending about $30 of my own money, but I ended up getting a couple of these packages that gave the gold tokens that were actually a really good value. If you guys haven't taken a look at those are actually a really good value for what they are if you have credit built up. I also had a lot of play points and things like that to go ahead and use on those, so it ended up working out. Like I told you guys yesterday, I was completely comfortable with that. And after this, we're probably just doing nothing but saving until the next collab, so it'll be fun to kind of check and see our progress on our savings going forward. But yeah, we're going to jump into it here, do the first multi. I don't want this to be a 30-minute long video, but we'll go ahead and get this kicked off here. So I'm really excited for this for a few reasons. One is I'm excited to get either of these characters, to be honest. Now, if I had to take my pick, for those of you who have been watching the channel and keeping up, I would obviously prefer to have Rugal, but if I end up with a bunch of oh, there we go, first fest. If I end up with, say a bunch of Orochis, for example, I'm not going to be upset whatsoever. Oh, speaking of, hi Orochi, cool. So second multi, and we have our first fest. Cool, awesome. That's really cool. Okay, cool. So let's keep this going. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't bother me either way. Basically, my game plan going forward in this is going to be mainly I want the cards, and really it doesn't matter to me because I'm going to be getting content out of this pull anyway because, hey King, how are you? It's always good luck charm for me. So, but, I enjoy bringing you guys things like kind of card comparisons and character reviews and the like, so anything that I get. Oh, another fast. Cool. Let's see what we get. Hopefully Aruba? But yeah, it'll be fun. I definitely am excited because I know that I'm going to go pretty hard. You're not either character. You're actually god-awful. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm probably going to go very hard on the cards. As far as if I use my rubies, it's probably definitely going to be on cards to go to an extra pity for that, because I do want the set, and I do want as many of the Rugal options as humanly possible. And too fast. man, guys, this is starting out strong. And another Orochi. Wait, yeah, okay. I was like, wait a second. But yeah, I'm not going to go ahead and get too into actual like gameplay talk in this video because there's other stuff I want to talk about, and this is the rare opportunity for me to do that with you guys. Hey, our first Rugal, look at that. Hopefully we'll get many more. Cool, awesome. But I'm excited to give you guys content on all of this stuff. I will definitely, whoever I end up getting the most memories of, I'll use my pities there. I'm not the type of person that thinks and lives under a rock and believes that these guys aren't going to be coming back. Let's face it, guys, these guys are going to come back. Actually, there was a short period of time there when the Unified banner first started where they would release a new fest outside of the Unified banner, and then after a month or so, they would get added to the pool. And I don't know if that'll happen with these guys, but I do think that they are definitely going to rotate back around. So don't feel like you have to go in on these guys this time around. Now that the bottle is open, so to speak, on this, we know that we're going to be getting more boss syndrome characters in the future, however long that takes. You know, it could be monthly, it could be bi-monthly, it could be, you know, every 3 months or so. But we'll definitely be seeing these guys come back. So don't feel like this is a one and done type thing. That doesn't happen with gacha games almost ever. Typically, if they're going to release content, it's going to rotate. So just keep that in mind for those of you who are on the fence and maybe kind of disappointed that they don't have the Rubies or upset at Netmarble for releasing this so close to 7 nights. Don't worry about it, they'll be back. So just everybody chill out, enjoy the game. It'll be a good time. So we're going a few now without a fest. Hopefully this time around we can turn that around. But yeah, so anything that I get here makes me happy. Right now we've actually, I think, got 2 Orochi and a Rugal, but there's another fest, so we have 3 Orochi. Okay, cool. So I mean, like I said a few minutes ago, I don't care if I have to build Orochi. That's cool with me. I mean, honestly, I have a friend of mine who has already built his as a 3, I believe? A3, if I remember right. So his is Awakening level 30, and Orochi is a phenomenal nuke. Very, very strong as a nuke. And then also, just like I've already pointed out in previous videos, a great clock stopper. So I'm very happy with him if I end up building him. That's cool with me. Doesn't matter. So, like I said, the cards are where I'm really worried. I have tended in the past to have issues pulling cards. Hey, look, another king. That's usually good luck for me. We'll see. But yeah, so the other things I kind of wanted to talk about in this video, though, is going to be kind of just thanking you guys, because this video is about you guys. I mean, I would not have gone in on this banner, used those gift cards, and done all the things that I did to put this video together had it not been for you guys supporting the channel. So I want you guys to know that, and I know you hear it a lot, and people probably think, oh, well, you know, they just say that or whatever the case, but I try to make it pretty apparent with my ability to keep up with you guys in the chat and in the comments and things of that nature. I do genuinely appreciate all the support from you guys. It does mean a ton to me. You know, I know that everybody says that kind of stuff, but it really does. I mean, for those who are recent subscribers and have not browsed through my videos, you probably may or may not know this, but I just started YouTube. Lag spike. I just started YouTube about a month ago, and this has always been something that's been on my radar. Actually, for years, I've considered doing this, and for whatever reason or another, I've always kind of put it off or decided not to. And even before this game existed, for other games, you know, for a long time, there were other games that I considered doing this for and had even recorded footage for and never even posted it. But I'm very happy and very humbled that you guys have been so supportive of the channel, and I hope that that continues. And I definitely, oh look, another fest, cool. I will continue to put out as much content as humanly possible, but I just wanted you guys to know that I definitely appreciate all of you for all the support. So who's, as long as the world needs me, that's the wrong Rugal, isn't it? I was like, wait a second, I know that quote. Okay, well, it's a Rugal, so we'll take it, I guess. But I definitely want to tell you guys that I do appreciate everything, you know, every like, every comment, every sub. I appreciate all of it. You know, going forward, being that another Fess. Wow. Who's this going to be? Hopefully it's another Omega Rugal. But another Orochi at this point with the amount of memories I've already got. Shoot. I have pretty much no issue with that at this point. But going into the new year, being that it's New Year's Eve. Oh, wow, it is another Orochi. Holy... Well, guys, we're building Orochi. Good lord. Well, there's my pity. We'll move on to cards here, but wow, did we get like 4 Orochis in that pull session? And a Rugal? I know we got a couple of Junk Fests. Let's check here. I'm pretty sure. We'll just go to my memories and check. Where is it? Okay, yeah. Yeah, we did. 4 Orochis. Okay, guys, let's get it. That's awesome. Cool. Well, there's going to be a big review for somebody. But yeah, so going into the new year, guys, I do plan on keeping up the pace. However, I am also considering other options as far as things to add to the channel. You know, I do want to at some point expand the channel. For now, it's going to just be all King of Fighters All-Star. I've tried other things in the past to kind of implement, and just on a schedule, it's tough, especially with how many updates this game tends to put out. This dev team definitely keeps us busy, and I would welcome a lull at some point for a couple of weeks. I'm sure we'll get one after the holidays here, but yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I don't think there's any regular... Oh, there's a fast one. Or at least a 6-star card, rather. But, you know, going into the new year... Yay! Awesome! Okay, cool. So that's our first option card. Cool. We'll take as many of those as we can get at this point. But going into the new year, I definitely have plans for the channel to kind of upgrade things and better things. So big changes. I mean, 300 subscribers in our first month, I feel like, is way more than I ever would have expected. I really didn't have many expectations at all going into this first month. And thanks to you guys, we've completely and utterly shattered all of those things. So thank you all again. But there will be changes coming. There will be more kind of upgrades to the channel over time here. And I do need to at some point, and I know I've kind of briefly alluded to this in the past, but at some point here I need to decide on branding for the channel. And because for those of you who want kind of a look under the hood, right, of what YouTube creators go through at the beginning. So basically you get one time, to my knowledge, and you can never change it again. For one time, you can pick your own custom URL, which basically means that you choose the URL that you share with everyone, that everybody shares with, you know, other people, so on and so forth. But with that, it's one of those things that once you've picked it, you have to make sure that that's exactly what you want. So at some point, for those of you who go searching for me under the Big Review in your search bar, you may have noticed that it can be tough unless you put in like the Big Review KOF or something of those along those lines. That's because I haven't done those things yet, and I only recently unlocked the ability to do so. You needed 100 subscribers to even be able to have that option. So it's going to be something I'll do soon, and if I do decide that I'm sticking with this channel name, then that's great. You guys can let me know in the comments if you think I should, but I'm also considering other things too. So there may be a slight change to name and branding and things like that going forward. Hey, I could use that. That's the second one I've gotten of that. Not in this poll session, just in general. Another lag spike? Good lord. But yeah, so that kind of stuff might end up happening, which I know is a little bit, you know, uninteresting to a lot of people, but that is something that I wanted to give you guys a heads up on in case it does change. But yeah, so going forward into the new year, there's a lot of things that I would like to do with the channel and like to branch out into. Like I said, previous videos, I would consider definitely at least trying out. Hey, there we go. Cool. Hopefully this is a set card somewhere. Yes! Awesome. That's our first one. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. That was a great multi. That's the best one so far. So far, these card pulls haven't been terrible. But yeah, so one of the things that I think that I am probably going to do next year is, if they ever get around to it, try out 7 Nights 2 and see if that is something that you guys find interesting. That's a game that I've considered adding in. I've actually considered also maybe just completely covering all things KOF. King of Fighters is something I have been into, and this is a little bit of history on me and my history with this franchise and this IP. I've been into King of Fighters since King of Fighters 98. That was the first King of Fighters game that I ever played, and I have pretty much been into KOF ever since. I did play Art of Fighting before that, and after that it was kind of a hiatus for me with the franchise, with SNK in general. And then what really set me in motion as far as my love affair with this franchise was Capcom vs. SNK 2. Now, for some of you who may be younger than me, and I'm maybe dating myself here, but I was very young when Capcom vs. SNK 2 was in the arcades, and I am old enough to remember arcades lovingly. Actually, myself and my little brother, who also plays this game, he and I would go to the arcade a couple times a week, and that was our game. And we would basically, because there were always two of us and I'm the big brother, he was the little brother, hey, look, another option card. We would not have a whole lot of money when we go to the arcade, so we would actually split the games. So basically what we did is he would get 2 characters, I would get 1 character. I spotted him the extra one. And basically I would always be king, and then he usually would pick like a Nakaruru or a Blanca. And because you got 3 characters on your team, as we get our first pity ticket on the cards. Like I said, we're going to keep going on cards, but we would just kind of alternate. So he would play his characters one round, I would play mine, but then it turned into more of a competitive scene, because back then you would have, for those of you who used to play at arcades, you would have the system of putting your token on the console in front of the person who had jumped in, and you would basically use that to call dibs on your next round. So we would do that a ton, and it got to the point where we would do mini tournaments there with a lot of people would show up, maybe on a Friday night, I believe, if I remember correctly, and we would actually, as a team, take down most people. It was funny. We usually were top 3, or somewhere in top 3, sometimes second, sometimes first, but depending on who showed up. But there were a lot of those times, so hey, another one of those. Too bad I didn't get more of your memories. But there was a long time where that was a big part of my life as a child. And so I think that's where a lot of my love for this franchise comes from. But even then, that really, because of my love for that game, that really set me into kind of this spiral with the franchise, where I remember as a kid, I played every Fatal Fury game from that point forward, every King of Fighters game from that point forward. I would make my mom order me the mangas, and they weren't even, I believe you call them doujinshis? Somebody in the comments could tell me how you pronounce it, but they were basically fan-made comics from Japan. They were fan-made manga. And I remember anything with King's face on it, I wanted. So yeah, it's just one of those things where I've always been into the franchise. So therefore, you know, I feel like that would be something I would really enjoy if we did decide to just kind of cover KOF proper through every means, you know, whether it be the different things that they've announced with some of these movies or some of these series, or even KOF 15, which would require a little bit more tech for me to be able to bring you guys content on that. But that's also something I've considered. So there's your little bit of history on Theo as it pertains to his love of King of Fighters, as we get another lag spike. I keep getting lag spikes. But yeah, so that's something I've considered, but really at this point I'm just focused on trying to get you guys daily content for King of Fighters All-Star and making sure that I keep up with it and keep you guys up to date and bring you information that is, 1, accurate, and 2, good information. So actually, speaking of accurate, and there's going to be a video later with some news, but yesterday, hey, 2 more, ooh, there finally. Now that we got all those Orochi memories, I needed that. Yesterday in my video, I pointed out, hey, we've got like 4 or 5 of those now, right? We're doing great with that one. I did bring this up in my video yesterday. I had talked about the Ignis buff, and in the interest of bringing you guys proper information, I had questioned the 60% versus 70% I'm seeing on my screen. Somebody in the comments pointed out they thought at first it might be my cores, which I knew it couldn't be my cores because I always unlock my cores. I mean, shoot, I think my Ignis is level 45 Awakening. I definitely have my cores unlocked. So I went and checked, and it was 70% in his description at that point. So it had to have been a visual error, it looked like. So that was what was going on. When in doubt, just restart. Another Rugal option. Good lord, I'm getting a ton of those. But yeah, so Ignis, 70%, but it really don't matter. He's still not where he needs to be in order to be viable. So, but we're coming to the end, I think. I haven't been paying attention to my rubies, to be honest, as we get another Rugal option card. Dude, we've at least got what we need on that. But I do think we are getting to the end of these rubies, which we're going to pull on probably crystals. On the Kaya banner here in a second too. I believe I should have plenty of that. And then I'll check my tickets too. I think I might have tickets that we can use. But yeah, so that's pretty much kind of what I wanted to talk about as far as channel stuff. I want you guys to know that I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. I do plan on bringing you guys as much. Cool, second one, awesome. This Orochi I'm going to build is going to be nuts. This is going to be awesome. We are not doing great on sets though, but we'll have 2 pity tickets though, so we're guaranteed the set at this point. So we're going to be able to bring you guys content on that, which I'm excited about. That set, if you guys didn't watch my breakdown video, this Orochi set for this banner is really strong on not just boss syndrome characters. This set is really good. I want to put this set on my first of all, Lady Zero. I want to see how much damage she can output with that thing. And then I also want to try it on Gonitz. So there's a couple of different characters I have in mind for this that I want to damage test and do some side-by-side comparisons and things of that nature. So this pull session alone is going to bring me like 5 or 6 probably videos I can give to you guys. And I think it'll be valuable info for all of you. But let's go ahead and see here. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by trying to figure out where I'm at with this stuff because I've been talking and summoning at the same time. I think, which card did we get for the set? I'm going to cut this here. I'm going to check that, collect these cards, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're back. Let's see, I've got all my cards collected now. We're going to do some of these real quick, and then we'll go ahead and use our pity tickets. I'll probably end up using my character pity and another Akane. I have like a million Akane sets. Akane? Yeah, Akane. I have a million of those. I just keep getting Akane cards. Wish I could get more Leah cards, but whatever. Another Fest card. Oh, hey, a Leah card. Oh, I spoke it into existence. I've only got one set for that. Rip. But yeah, so being able to bring you guys a lot of more content with this stuff is going to be great, and that'll be coming in the next few days. I'll definitely put out a video on New Year's. I don't know if it's going to be much more than just kind of a showcase, if anything. Depends on if there's a bunch of news that comes up. Let's see, what else do I have in here? I do think I'm going to save that pity ticket for the character for now. I'll probably definitely do Orochi. It'd make more sense just to do another Orochi. Later on, I'll probably do another multi or two to see if I can get, because I think I can get him to A3 right now. Getting him to A4 would be great. Hey, another Kaya card. Oh, it'll work. So yeah, I think that we are getting up to the end of this summoning session. I don't know how much more that I have that I can pull. Let me see here. I do have these vouchers. We'll just do those. But yeah, so going to be really fun the next week to bring you guys things. Obviously, it looks like we're going to be doing a big review for Orochi, and we'll definitely be doing side-by-sides and card review comparisons, things like that, for the set cards, the option cards. And I do think also that these are going to make a big difference with my damage output in some of these dungeons, so I should be able to bring you guys some really cool content there. So yeah, overall, this has been very successful. I'm really happy with how this summoning session went. Yeah, I'm probably going to go at some point before this ends, maybe on payday, in-game, not in real life. I'm not doing anything until the next collab. We'll just build him up on screen here. and then I'll cut it if I need to, if I need resources or something like that. That way you guys don't have to watch all that. But we might go in again to get one more memory, because I do have 1 pity, and that means I have 4 memories, so I need 5 to get him to A4, right? Yeah. So yeah, we'll probably do that at some point, and hope we get lucky. But yeah, so we're coming up on the end of this video, I think. At this point, I'm just going to go ahead and build him real quick to close it out. But to summarize, guys, thank you all so much. I know I kind of just rambled through this summoning session, and none of it really pertained to anything that was that interesting, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. This, again, was for you guys. I just wanted to make sure that I went ahead and did something for you guys to thank you, and as kind of a end of year celebration. And I couldn't really think of a better way to celebrate the end of the year with KOF than going in on the Boss Syndrome banner. It just seemed like a natural thing to do, so that's what we did. But I'm excited for the way it turned out. I do think it went really well. We're going to go ahead and collect our first stone here too. That's cool. It's cool that they did this for everybody. Now, I do think that some of the actual R stones are better than those stones. I don't think those stones are necessarily as busted as the 7 Night stones. The 7 Night stones had better secondary effects beyond the stat boosts, so that to me alone makes them better. But then if you get into the statistics of it, they're technically better stones. So definitely the 7 Night stones were shown more love than these Boss Syndrome stones, which is fine. I think that had these stones been absolutely ridiculous, that people would have thrown a fit. I think as it stands now, I haven't seen as much disdain for this as I was expecting people to show. I think people kind of saw this and realized, okay, this isn't that crazy. And it's really not. You know, I don't think these characters are by any means going to break anything. But I do see where people were very hesitant at first and kind of worried. But I'm going to need more capsules soon. I'm going to have to go into Epic Quest. I've got tons of tickets. I haven't been doing it. There's certain things in this game, I know I've said this, but there's certain things in this game as a content creator that you get lax on for the sake of schedule and time. And Epic Quest, oh man, rip me whenever Epic Quest gets an update soon, because I'll tell you what, guys, it's a struggle. It's been a struggle just grinding the Christmas event. Not gonna lie, there's been so much content that I have to put info out for you guys that I haven't even been able to do much of that. I've been able to do enough to collect my daily rewards from the store, but as far as my mileage thing for my rewards there, I'm so behind. I mean, I'll be able to get through it pretty quick, but gotta find time. So I think that I am probably going to call this a video, guys. I think we're coming up on, oh man, 30 minutes. Yeah, so we're going to sans some edits, which I'm sure I'm going to edit a few things for time. But yeah, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and call this a video. But again, for the umpteenth time in this video, I appreciate all of you for all the support, all the encouragement, all the kind words, all the subs, all the likes, all the comments. Thank you all so much for an amazing first month on YouTube. I could not have asked for anything better from you guys. So if you guys want to support the channel, if you enjoy the content, like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all of you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Happy New Year, guys. Peace.